What's going on, guys? UndergroundStrength.tv. Zach Evnish here. Got a Q&A on training for jiu-jitsu. This question came to me from Instagram, and the guy was saying that he's training 3 to 4 days a week, but 2 hours, sometimes more, per training session. He's wanting to know what's the best workout or how to work out for jiu-jitsu training that much. This question and this type of question comes very often. This is not a cop-out, but basically, when I want to program for somebody, I want to see, especially if it's a sport athlete, I want to see your sports skill and know, what is your experience in the sport? So in jiu-jitsu, how often are you winning or losing? And when you lose, why are you losing? Is it because you're too slow? Is it because your technique is off? Is it because you're getting overpowered by people that are the same weight as you? Are you lacking mental toughness when it goes past 5 minutes? So I want to know these things. I want to see these things. And then I could start the process of creating a program. Now, in sports, skill is critical, and then the speed of the skill is critical. I've seen many people, many athletes, they fall in love with the strength and conditioning aspect, and they don't pay enough mind and enough attention to the sports skill. And so they lose to people that might not be as strong as them in the gym, but guess what? Skill is strength and vice versa. So when I could apply my skill better in BJJ, baseball, swimming, that makes me quote unquote stronger. And when I say strong, I'm not just talking about absolute strength. We're looking at speed strength, explosive strength, muscular endurance, mental toughness. All of these things fall under the umbrella of being strong. Now, not knowing how good you are, what level you're trying to get to, I would say, with your training of jiu-jitsu 3 to 4 times a week, incorporate movements that you're weak at. If you're not good at doing pull-ups and rope climbs and all kinds of bodyweight exercises, get great at them. You would do really well doing a lot of kettlebell circuits or kettlebell, not just a circuit, but also kettlebell couplets. So 2 different exercises with heavier weight, lower reps, or lighter weight, low reps for speed. Or you could do kettlebell circuits that go on for 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, never putting the bell down. Take a look on my YouTube channel. Many years ago, about 10 years ago, I put out the Kettlebell Combat Complex. Back in my day, you see me doing it with a 70-pound kettlebell. It was brutal. But I had my wrestlers doing a lot of kettlebell combat complexes with 2-minute bouts, rest 30 seconds, 2 minutes again, 30 seconds rest, another 2 minutes. And that simulated a high school wrestling match. 5 minutes simulated jiu-jitsu or an MMA round. So you could do these kind of simple training where you have to do, sets and reps. And Louis Simmons got me thinking that way. Way back in the day before I owned a gym, he was telling me about have your wrestlers go out and drag a sled for 5 to 10 minutes. Have them slam a medicine ball for, 100 reps or 5 minutes nonstop. And I started putting these things together. So I would drag a sled mixed in with sled pushing, sled rowing, forward, backwards drags. Then I would intermix it with maybe some sandbag work, some sandbag shouldering, some sandbag clean and press, sandbag lunging. It developed tremendous strength endurance, power endurance, and mental toughness. I am a real big believer, having some experience in jiu-jitsu. Technique is king. I used to get my ass kicked by guys that weighed 140, 150 pounds, and I weighed 210, 215. They had much greater technique than I did. So they had their leverage against me. They were able to catch me in, positions that would beat me up. So jiu-jitsu, skill is critical. Some of the best jiu-jitsu practitioners, they don't look imposing at all, but they're bad sons of bitches because they have that high level of skill, and also jiu-jitsu itself makes you strong. All the pulling and grabbing and the isometric stuff. So you might be able to easily supplement with some deadlifting, some kettlebell complexes like I mentioned, sled work, work on your posterior chain since you don't get as much posterior work if you're practicing so much on your ground game. It's simple but not easy. So do some research, dig into my videos, and also inside the Underground Strength Academy at undergroundstrengthcoach.com. Plug. Just type in BJJ, Jiu-Jitsu, combat athletes in the search bar, and you will have a lot of resources, including complete programs, special reports, interviews that I don't publish elsewhere for you to learn from. Get after it and tap some people out. Peace.